everybody, welcome to another episode of Deep Thoughts with Saya. Alright, what are we going to talk about today? Well, this one is actually really truly going to be a deep thought. So we're going to kind of talk about math. I know, you're like, what the fuck are we going to talk about math? Well, I'll tell you. When I go to bed, I like to watch TV or read. One of the two. And when I want to watch TV, usually, I put on Netflix right next to my bed, and I watch either science stuff or murder stuff. One of the two. It's always, actual, real life TV, not, a story and not fiction. It's always nonfiction. And recently, I guess in the past few months, not now because I've watched everything on Netflix in regards to cosmology and space and science. I've watched it all now. So now they've recently put on some new, murder stuff. So that's what I'm watching. I'm going between that and my book I'm reading. But here's the thing. This is where the math comes in. So these science shows that I like to watch, these past ones were, all about, like I said, space and the Earth. And I find them just amazingly interesting. I find all this. I find quantum theory, quantum physics, all of that just massively interesting. And I like to watch them. I have a little bit of a hard time watching them only because they'll be going through, because each one's different. Some of them really explain themselves. But, this stuff is more of an entertainment value. So they're putting information out there, but they're not actually, this isn't something we're watching in high school, science class, where they're actually teaching you stuff. So I'm watching this stuff, and I'm going, they'll say something, and I'll be like, and it'll start going in my head so I can understand it and go, well, that goes with that, and that means that. But then they're already on to the next thing, and I'm just like, oh shit, okay, but that, which actually helps me sleep. It really does help me sleep. And it's because I'm bored. It's because my brain is working on this. It's not working on this. It's working on this. So that's why I like it. But still, I watch these shows and I'm just like, wow. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well, that makes sense now. Like, I saw one, excuse me, I saw one that was about the Big Bang. And the way what they were explaining, or what the theory was, I shouldn't get into all that, but because this is about math. But they said something that to me was just like, because I never really understood the idea of the Big Bang, just in the sense of something just coming from nothing all of a sudden. Yes, I do believe that science and wouldn't exactly say religion, but a spiritual thing, spiritual thought, can go hand in hand, most certainly. Because, I always just wrote it off as, well, okay. Well, if there is a creator in the universe, then he just made that Big Bang. So I never really understood why, religious people are like, oh, God, no. Because all you got to do is just slip God into it. That's all you got to do. There's a lot of unexplained things that we don't completely know or completely understand yet, and you can just slip your God right in there. But anyways, that's not what this is about. But what they said, the way they were talking about how the universe is just expanding, how it's continuously expanding, and it clicked in my brain. I was just like, oh, okay, now I understand the Big Bang. It's like, I don't really want to get into all that, But the expansion, it clicked in my brain. I understood. It completely made sense now to me. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's just awesome. I get it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But anyways, so, I love this shit. I get it. I love thinking about it and making my own conclusions and just thinking. I like logic. Let's put it that way. I love logic. So I love to say, okay, you know this, you know that, and you know that. Well, let's use some logic, and now we can come to this. So I love that. So, when I was younger, I had thought about, and I guess it would still be an option. I'm not in the grave. But actually, going to college for science, for some kind of science. I'm not sure which one I exactly would want to go for, because I have so many different interests in all of this. So which one I'd actually go for, I don't know. But here's the thing. Math. I don't like or get math. At all. Because when you think about basic math, you think it's logic. It's logic. But when you delve into more advanced math, and the math that you would actually need to know and understand and learn to get into these fields, is not logical. At all. Math is not logic. Now my husband, he really likes math. He can't explain a lot of things to me because he's been out of school for a long time, and it's been a long time since he's even thought about this stuff. But he likes math and he gets it, and he's like, yeah, he's told me, I've brought math up about something before, and I'm like, but that's not logical. And he's like, math is not logic. Everybody gets that wrong. Math is not logic. So I don't get it. I don't get the math. I don't understand how the math has anything to do with this. I don't get it. And it frustrates me a bit because I am the type of person who understands things pretty easily. I get information, I think about it, and I can, put those things together. Thinking logically. And I like doing that. So it really frustrates me that I don't get math. I don't get the advanced math. Basic math, whatever, I just didn't like it in school, so I never really practiced it enough to be like, yes, this and this and this, to know your timetables. Fuck that shit. I passed, that's all that mattered. But, yeah, so it bugs me. And I'll watch sometimes these shows and be like, but why? But since I'm just watching a show on Netflix, there's nobody there for me to ask the why. And I want to know. It feels like I should be able to understand this shit. And it's like I just think to myself, I just need to meet somebody like Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson and sit down with them and be like, okay, explain this to me. Here's my question. Explain this to me. Hold on. But why? Yes, but why? I need that. Because people who are really into the advanced maths, they just love it. They look at it as just the most beautiful, full of art, full of just grace. And I envy that. I wish I could understand it enough to feel the same way about it, rather than being, what the fuck? What does that mean? How? But I don't know anybody like that. But yeah, I would love to sit down with somebody who really knew this stuff and talk to them about it and see if they could enlighten me to these things. Because, I mean, my husband always says, just go on Google, just look it up. You can teach yourself. Yes, true. But here's the problem. I don't know where to start. I don't know what level of math, what is the beginner's introduction into quantum physics math. Where do I begin? I don't know. So that's why I'd kind of rather just sit down with somebody, say, okay, let's put this video on. Alright, right here. Right there. Pause it. Yeah. Why? Explain this to me right here. Okay, I get it, yeah. Alright. Okay, oh, pause. That. How the hell does that make any sense? How is that logical? But what? See, I need that. I need something like that. I don't have the money or the energy to go to college again. So I don't know if I'll ever find out. But I'm still just fascinated by it all. But oh well. Maybe someday I will find some piece of information that gets that little click. That's all I need is I need a click. I know there is some piece of information that I just need to receive for it to all just click into place in my head. But what that piece of information is and where I get it, I do not know. And it frustrates the living shit out of me. But okay. Anyways. Hey. If you want, you can put it in the comments if you want. Do you know math? Do you understand any of this shit? What piece of information or what frustrates the living shit out of you? I don't know. Look at me, I'm trying to interact with you people. But there's not many people watching anyway, so there's... But if you're watching, if you want to share, let's get a dialogue going. I'm stupid, I know. Alright. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later.